따라따.
진짜 찌는 소리야. 어? 뭐야? 뭐야?
옆에 조심, 옆에
나
조심.
멍해지?
뭐야 이게? 깜짝 놀라.
울어?
뭐야? 뭐야? 아 너야 너 왜? 야 너.
뒤에 조심. 캔들 조심.
이게 뭐야?
Rewinding back to autumn last year, when we decided to get married. Okay, so wedding preparations were definitely, let's say, more complicated than we thought. I didn't think I'd be choosing different fabrics for a suit, let alone have to go to a tailor shop. And I even had to choose sofa fabrics for a new sofa. I thought it would be all fun and stuff, but it was actually more stressful than I thought. Especially because we needed to get a fabric that Tonic, our cat, wouldn't mind. Funnily enough, one of the easiest and quickest decisions that we made was our wedding bands. I had done some online browsing, but when I saw this design offline in the shop, I just fell in love with it. I was like, this is the one, so it was a very easy choice to make. One of my biggest concerns was the wedding shoot. We didn't have time to go to Korea before our wedding to have a separate, wedding shoot, so we had to do it in London. I was lucky enough to have the best 동생들, which means little like sisters, Haram, Soyoung, and Kimmy, to help me out on my wedding shoot. So we rented a studio, we created concept mood boards, bought tons of flowers, and kind of had a great time. It was an amazing experience, and definitely one of the biggest and memorable moments in my wedding preparations. Thank you once again to you guys. I couldn't have done it without you. Even last winter, we had a separate outside London wedding shoot as well, because I wanted to put some of London into our wedding. So friends, cheesy as it is, you guys are the ones who made it all so special. I mean, who gets 4 bridal showers? Yeah, it's very cringy, but I do love you all so much. Thank you once again. Let's just appreciate these beautiful flowers and cake. I don't know if you've realised, but I actually had 2 weddings, one in Korea and one in London. Miss you all my friends in Korea, even if you're embarrassed of me. I thought I'd make a separate section for my wedding dress shop. I didn't actually get to have the tour that many people do because of time constraints. So I chose this shop, Marshall Bride, from looking at their Instagram page. I thought it had the most beautiful dresses, so I took the gamble and booked a fitting with them. I tried a total of 4 dresses. You first pick 2 to try them on and then choose the last 2. It's a bit cringy looking at myself again. I don't know why I was so shy. I'm not really used to wearing these kind of, princess stuff, so perhaps that was why. Thank you so much, Minyu, for coming with me. I took my friend who is straightforward, as I, needed honest opinions. This design was the final dress that I chose for my Korean wedding. Whenever I tried a new dress on, we were like, this one is nicer. So yes, this was the final dress that I tried on. And yeah, it was the one. Okay, wedding day. And not surprisingly enough, I wasn't able to sleep early. I probably slept about 3 a.m. and had to wake up about 6 a.m. Can't remember that well. It wasn't really because I was nervous, but more because I'm a night owl. Let's put it that way. I got my hair and makeup done at Jenyhouse, which is a famous salon in Korea. It was a really fun experience because I kind of felt like a celebrity, especially with all this makeup in front of me. I don't know if I want to do it again because it did take like 2 or 3 hours of just sitting there. But I was really thankful for all the artists really taking care of me and trying their best to make me look great. I really like my wedding nails as well. Aren't they so pretty? Just on the way to the wedding hall, which I think was about an hour away from Jenyhouse, can't remember. So in Korea there's a thing called a bride waiting room. And it's basically an hour before the wedding. Visitors come and take pictures with the bride.
시국 입장. 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
And that was wedding number 1 finished. Phew, that was a long journey.
메롱해주세요.
Finally, the moment we had been waiting for. The honeymoon. We were so happy that everything was just over and we could finally get some rest and time for ourselves. For the first 2 nights, we stayed at Jeju Shinhwa World and Shinhwa Resort.
미스즈야. Oh my god.
I had been on quite a strict diet for the past 2 weeks, so the first thing I had was obviously japaghetti and ramyeon. And literally, it was buffet after buffet. We had a morning buffet, and we had a buffet for dinner also, which was this awesome seafood buffet. I wasn't able to eat that much, probably because I was on a strict diet before. So it was a little bit of a shame, but it was so amazing. One of my best friends actually lives in Jeju, and she invited us over to her lovely home, and she prepared this wonderful meal, like jibbap, which is kind of home comfort food, and this beautiful, beautiful cake. She prepared the whole day for us, so we actually felt like a honeymoon couple. Even went horse riding and saw beautiful flowers. We were actually already halfway through our honeymoon and didn't really feel like we did that much, but at least we got to rest together. The weather wasn't too great either. It rained most of the day, so we stayed home, got some food from the convenience store. We had a beer, watched some movies, just went out for a stroll around our area. It was just nice to be near the sea, even if the weather wasn't the best. Jeju literally has tons of lovely cafes, so we went cafe hopping really. And we even went to a painting kind of cafe. We just took it slowly, relaxed, reflected back on our journey, and also kind of prepared for our wedding number 2.
색깔별로 있어.
약간 멋있는데?
그니까 약간 진짜 뭔가
아티스트 같잖아.
After our honeymoon, we just spent time with both of our families before heading back to London. It was, in a way, kind of strange because now we weren't just a couple, we were a married couple. It was still lovely to be with our parents and just chat about our wedding, how the honeymoon was, and talk about future plans. I was really looking forward to going back to London, which I think is home for me. I was half worried and half excited for our British wedding. But there was definitely one thing I was really looking forward to. And that was our new home. There was no furniture, nothing, but I was even just happy, just lying on the floor.
홍예TV 컴백.
Now.